It's a battle of the Spartans and the Pioneers. The Spartans are taking back home field in the first time for 2 weeks after a little road trip of 2 games. The Spartans now coming off a win against Rushville Lions last week, 55-33. The Spartans are now looking to take another one and go on a 2-game winning streak against the Simon Keaton Pioneers. I'm Nathan Shaw, joined by Lucas Barron, and this is the Union Savings and Loan pregame show brought to you by Union Savings and Loan, the Connersville's hometown bank since 1892. Lucas, both teams looking for a win tonight, with Simon Kenton being on the other side of the winning column with them being 0-4 on the season and Connersville being 1-4 on the season. And both teams are looking to get back to having a solid record once again. But here we are in homecoming game, and what do you expect the Spartans' momentum to be at this point?
I expect the Spartans to come out with a lot of energy. They're pretty hyped after getting a big Warren 44 win last weekend, and it is homecoming night. It's a special night for the boys, so they just got to come out here and play hard. I mean, they've got a pretty unfamiliar opponent coming in from Kentucky, actually, so we'll just see how that works for both teams.
Yeah, the battle of the 6A school and the 3A school. Both teams looking very enthused, as we saw Simon Kenton out there on the field earlier in the warm-ups, and they were looking excited. Connersville has to be excited with it being homecoming. As you can see, the homecoming floats are going on right now with the sophomore class doing Footloose.
That was a pretty nice display down there. They did a really good job.
Yeah, both school are all great to go out all year. Every year they get to do a chance to have homecoming floats. They take it and go all out with it. They run with it.
Yeah, this is very special for them. Homecoming only comes once a year, so it's almost like a holiday for a student, you know?
Yeah, it is almost like a holiday. What's weird is there's no break for it. It's not weird, but it almost feels like it's a holiday in a sense, like you said, because there's no break for it. But for us students, you and I both know how exciting homecoming week is and how exciting the build up to the game is itself. As you can see, some of the sophomores look very enthused down there.
Yeah.
Maybe some not as much as others.
Yeah, some just look like they're having a good time, you know. But yeah, like you said, they don't really get a break. They get to have a good time tonight, good time Saturday, and right back to the grind next week on Monday.
Yeah, good weekend ahead for these football players, for the Spartans, is like we've mentioned already. With it being such a big weekend, you got to think how that's going to affect them heading into next week in an away game. So
right now they just got to take this opportunity to get their first home win, you know.
Yeah, they haven't won a home game all season, like you just mentioned.
Right.
And really, last week was really their only. They've had plenty of good outings, like against Richmond, but last week really showed what the Spartans are capable of.
Oh yeah.
In the passing game and the rushing game. It really just showed overall how well the Spartans can perform under that type of pressure. And we know Warren 44 brings all sorts of pressure for the team.
Oh, right. And what we saw, it wasn't even just like 1 or 2 players standing out. You know, everyone made their contribution, big plays on both sides of the ball. I mean, it's great to get a win, your first win, but it's great to do it in that type of fashion.
Yeah, great to do it in that type of fashion indeed, in such an enthusiastic game, in such an anticipated game. But Lucas, with both teams here tonight, we've got to think, really, a 6A school that's 0-4 and a 3A school that's 1-4. This match can go either way. It could either be a really close game or it could be lopsided for either team. And really, we don't know how this game's going to go overall, and no one ever knows.
Right.
But what would your prediction be for this game if you could guess?
Oh, well, I mean, from like a matchup standpoint, I kind of see it as their previous game against Scottsburg. I mean, both teams had never really played each other. They were kind of unfamiliar. They had to really base their reports off of just film. So, I mean, there's only so much you can do to prepare for that. I mean, you never know who's going to have a great night. You don't know who the athletes are and who the athletes aren't. So, I mean, it'll really be a surprise for both teams. And I think both teams are going to have really good performances.
An offensive lineman, Austin Lancaster, earlier today was showing me film of their quarterback, Chase Crone, number 11 for the Simon Kenton Pioneers. And he was showing me film, and what looks like such a solid player and such a solid quarterback, and from what I'm hearing is he has a D1 offer as well.
Oh yeah, it's always going to be a hard matchup. I mean, just from intimidation standpoint, you always think, oh, you got to go against a kid going Division I at this kind of time. You know, it's like in watching film especially, you just see him making those kind of big plays, but Yeah, just watching him warm up earlier today, he looked like he was confident out there, and we'll see how we translate that into the game.
As you can see, the wanted poster of our very amazing principal, Mr. Judd. What's he wanted for, we don't know. It looks like a bank heist.
And we might find out here soon. Looks like you might be on the right side of things with the bank heist there.
And that was the junior class there, as they let off the parade. And
dropping some money out there as well.
That's going to be a lot to clean up for the football players, so we'll see how that works out. I wouldn't be too happy if I was who had to clean that up.
No,
but the seniors will be coming in as they're doing Hannah Montana Hoedown Throwdown from the movie.
And this is especially special for them because this is their last one. They had to really go all out for this one.
Yeah, I'm actually a part of senior council, and I got to help with this float, and it was quite a fun time for us, and we all had fun. We all worked together, and we all put a lot of effort into it, and we're all looking forward to how this is going to go out for us. Our freshman year, actually, we had a close second place for winning the float, and I believe we did up that year from Disney. So, as you can see, Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana.
It does look like they put a lot of effort into this. The house on the end of the
that's our chicken coop we had there.
Okay. Oh, they went all out with a band even.
I know as I am and as they are, we're all excited for this, and we're looking forward to hopefully winning this year and getting some money for our prom.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about. That's not too far away. We're almost halfway through the school years.
And
we're nearing October, so it's crazy to think about how close we're getting to other sports seasons like baseball and basketball, the other seasons that we commentate, which you actually had a chance to commentate baseball last year.
Yeah, that was one of my first commentating experiences, so yeah, it just seems like it was just yesterday, and we came a long way from then.
Looks like the CD may not be working.
Can't have any technical difficulties at this time.
That's not what you want at all.
Well, now it looks like a few of the members have came out and started doing their routine already. Seems like they're having a really great time out there. Now it seems like they have their music working and they've started their dance routine. And you can really tell that they put a lot of effort into this dance. It's very intricate.
Sorry, I had to take care of the music there for him. But yeah, they worked hard on that, so I didn't want to let them down and have no music. So as you can see, they're still going as they went all out with the outfits. They
really did. Some pretty good outfits to match their scenery out there.
I'm just glad I didn't have to wear a country outfit. I'm very non-country. I'll be the most non-country person you'll meet. So
you'd rather be more formal?
Rather be more formal indeed, yes.
That's fair, that's fair.
I love wearing my suit jackets and sweater and flannels and, well, not country-ish flannels, not the, I like wearing the hoodie flannels.
Right.
So I keep it very city.
Yeah.
But as you can see, a lot of them had no problem with that, and I know for me, I would have
I don't know.
I probably would have brought out the mullet wig for a second.
Oh, the mullet wig?
I probably would have.
Okay. No, like you said, they really did go all out with the dressing up. It matches their scenery perfect. This should be a really good performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, your senior class of 2022.
There's the senior classes. They're going to get ready to announce the winners here in a minute. As soon as I turned off the song, they kept going, so. So there's your senior class. We'll be right back in a few with the award winner for the parade floats, for the homecoming floats. We'll be right back after this short break.
Union Savings and Loan is an old-school community bank founded in Connorsville in 1892 and still locally owned and operated today. Union Savings and Loan offers hometown service with great rates on CDs and deposit accounts and local loan approvals when you need financing. They also have a trust department. And with 2 locations in town, downtown at 730 Central Avenue and uptown at 500 West 30th Street, Union Savings and Loan is truly Connorsville's hometown bank. Union Savings and Loan, people you know, neighbors you trust.
And we're back. Still waiting to hear from the awards. We'll hear that in a minute. But as the cheerleaders are getting ready for the game and the band's getting ready, the Spartans are about to enter the field for the first time in 2 weeks after a 2-game road trip against Rushville and South Dearborn. And that South Dearborn game wasn't one of the most fortunate games for us, as everyone was devastated after that loss. But the Spartans, with some much needed motivation after last week, are now back on the field, and we'll be right back after we hear the national anthem. What a great performance by the band, as they always outperform every night.
Oh, yeah.
But they get a chance now to be back home as well, as they've been gone for 2 weeks and without in-game practice of playing the instruments. So now they're back as well. And finally, it feels like this is a great game to come back home to after a couple of games away. And, you know, there's no better way to come back than homecoming rather than just a regular game. And with such an anticipated night and such a week for build-up and for the cheer block, for everybody, they all work hard to make this such a fun game for themselves.
Oh, yeah, of course, especially coming off, like I said earlier, the War on 44, when they have all the energy coming off of that, right? and they have the opportunity to put the rest of their energy in tonight to get a homecoming win.
As the Spartans take the field for the first time in 2 weeks. The Spartans now back on home territory. Looking much needed energy for this team as they look very energetic as they're jumping up and down on the field and getting ready for a big game ahead.
Looked like Braden Jones brought the flag out for the team. It's always nice to see the flag come out pregame.
Always nice to see it. I don't think I've seen that this year yet.
I think that was the first time they brought it out this season. And isn't this the perfect time to do it on homecoming?
Another interesting story of the night is Coach Jackson, who was out last week in the Warren 44 win. Due to COVID, he was in close contact with someone with COVID-19. And now here he is back on the field for the first time as well in 2 weeks. But what's been a week of practices too, because he only came back just this Thursday.
Right.
And, you know, it's got to be nice for him to be able to be back and get back to his job.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also got to be a little nerve-wracking because after coming off such a huge win and missing that night of coaching, you got to think what's your thoughts going into that, and what's your thoughts going into this homecoming game.
Right.
And which is a much-needed win for the Spartans, but also a much-needed win for Simon Kenton.
Yeah, I mean, Spartans are going to have to do some adjusting. They've been without him for over a week now, missing, like you said, the Warren 44 game and just coming back yesterday for practice. I mean, they've been without their head coach. Any team's going to need to make those adjustments without him, and then when he comes back with him, I mean, we'll just see how they are able to adjust back to that setting.
As the offensive lineman and quarterback Gavin Pearson and Gavin Frank out there as our captains of the night. We're going to watch the coin toss and call it in the air. And the quarterback Chase Crone out there for Simon Kenton, which has got to be a scary matchup guarding Chase, especially knowing he has a D1 offer out there. That's got to be a little nerve-wracking as an athlete and as anybody playing defense or playing on the defensive line to try to block out the receivers and trying to keep a pass from getting over them or trying to keep the rush going through. It's got to be a nerve-wracking night for the Spartans.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be some nerves, but I think there's also going to be a sense of a little bit of hype, being able to go out there and make plays against D1 players. You're going to be able to make those plays and brag about it the next day,
Which that could bring some much-needed motivation as well, like we've mentioned. Being able to make plays against a D1 athlete, future D1 athlete, that's got to bring some much-needed energy for this team as, it's not every day you get to play a D1 athlete or...
Right. And it is a big honor. You see those. They're out in the corner with their banner as the team prepares to run out. But, yeah, like you said, playing against D1 players should give them some sort of sense of motivation going into the game.
So they break through the banner. The Simon Kenton Pioneers take on Spartan Field for the first time in forever, as this is their first time entering this field. And the Spartans' first time facing them at all, and both teams facing each other at all. So, really, like you said earlier, the best look they've gotten at each other is from film. So, anything could happen at this point.
Yeah, it's not often you get to play a team from a completely different state during the regular season. So, should be a very interesting matchup for both teams. Yeah,
not very often at all you get to play a complete state. Very rare. Maybe you might see that somewhere more often like Ohio or Los Angeles or California. But it's very different for you to play a different team from a different state.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Spartans will be on the other end of the kickoff receiving the ball. The Spartans without Chad Owens, and I believe Braden Pearson as well.
Those are some big losses for the Spartans.
Big losses, especially with both of them having great games last week, both recording a touchdown and both having some great catches to bring them a couple of first downs. So.
Right, and those two bring a lot of energy to the team on the field and on the sideline.
This will be a touchback for the Spartans, send them to the 25-yard line.
That's going to be a touchback.
The offense has come out for the Spartans as Simon Kenton's defense lines up as well for the first snap of the game. Let's see how it pans out.
It's never easy having the first snap of the game, and like you said, we'll see how it pans out, but it's never easy whenever you're opening the game with the first snap. And
Right.
for the center, for the quarterback, for the offensive line, we'll see how the Spartans are able to perform, though, as the quarterback, Gavin Pearson, is out there for the Spartans, who's had himself a solid junior year and had a solid showcase out there. It's Pearson with the ball. Hands off to Seifert. Seifert runs inside, gets outside, breaks free a little bit, is tackled at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, and like you were saying earlier, these first couple plays of the first quarter is really going to set the tone for both teams. Each team gets to see what kind of energy the opponent's bringing and kind of translate that into the rest of the game.
At the 22-yard line, the Spartans on second down, looking for a first down still. Snap to Pearson. Pearson hands it off to Seifert again. Seifert gets clogged up inside and isn't able to get through the defensive line.
Yeah, and it looks like Simon Kenton is doing a really good job of communicating whether Pearson drops back for a pass or hands the ball off for a run, and it's gotten some good stops for them in these first two plays. And I can hear them
Yeah,
yelling all the way
from
from
out here, yes.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want from a team. Good communication leads to good plays in any sport, really.
On third down, snap to Pearson again. Pearson looking for the pass. Pass out wide to Jones. Catches it.
Good catch by
Tackled
Jones.
just short of the 40-yard line. Great catch by Jones. That'll be a Spartans first down.
That's great yardage for Pearson connecting to Jones, who seemed wide open. He looked like he was able to stop and wait for the ball to come to him.
To be able to get to the intended receiver on your third down is quite impressive.
Yeah, and that just shows how good Jones's route running is. I mean, he was very open.
Yeah, Simon Kenton almost forgot he was there, it looked like, because until he was able to catch it is when they were able to get to him, and you wouldn't think they would have left him that wide open for the first down like that.
Right.
Snap to Pearson. Pearson hands it off to Seifert. Seifert goes out wide.
It looked like the board, actually.
Runs out of bounds with it. Sorry, DeBoard. I'm used to Seifert being the running back. That's very rare we see DeBoard run it. We always see him out running routes and
Right,
being
but
the intended receiver, but
running the ball is a great spot for DeBoard, as he's very quick and able to
Very
shake defenders
fast.
off of him.
and he's a smart player as well.
He is.
Looks like DeBoard will be the running back again. Spartans on second down. Pearson hands off to DeBoard. DeBoard at the 41-yard line is taken down.
He was able to get right through the offensive line. He was just sitting there waiting for DeBoer to get the ball.
On third down for the Spartans, looking to make a great play to get them 9 yards needed. Like I said, third down, 9:30 to go. Snap to Pearson. Pearson looking for the pass. Hits the board. Gets brought back.
And that was a really good tackle right there. I mean, he had a few yards gained, and he was able to push him backwards after he caught the ball.
A few yards needed, but not as many yards as they actually needed, as they're short
Correct.
of a first down with the fourth down incoming. Looks like they're going to make a play and try to get a first down here, as the quarterback Pearson is back out. And like I said, usually when we see him out there, that means we're making a play.
It looks like something's switched. Oh, they'll kick it.
Jones will kick it down the field.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a good decision to kick the ball. I mean, you weren't even past the 50-yard line. That's not a
Not
It's
a great idea to go for a first down whenever you're past the 50-yard line and you're on fourth down conversion.
right. Just scary to put if you aren't able to get that 4th down, it's scary to put them in a closer position to score. Because see, now that you kick the ball, you have them set on the 25-yard line, I believe. Yeah, you'd have them on their 25 rather to your 40-yard.
Quarterback Crone throws it. Williams.
Pass is complete to number 17, Chase Williams.
Looks like Braden.
Chase Williams gets a great gain, but Jones is able to take him down.
Looks like Braden Pearson is in the game now, able to make a tackle.
Quarterback in the pocket. Crone running. He's still going. He's putting the wheels on.
The flag was thrown. We'll see what that was.
Chase Crone on the keeper.
There'll be a flag on the play, like Lucas said.
And despite being injured, Braden Pearson is on the field playing, and I believe it was his wrist that was injured. I could possibly be
Well, I
wrong.
remember talking to him earlier this week, and he said it possibly was a fracture, which is very bold to go out there and play. So hopefully he's game ready, and we'll see.
And shows his dedication, being able
Does
to
show dedication.
go out there with a fractured wrist and still be able to make plays for your team.
Ball is started at the 30-yard line. And that first and 15.
It looks like that was on Simon Kenton.
So that'll set them back. Crone out wide. Lynch able to take down Galbraith.
Good job bringing the receiver down by Lynch. He's able to wrap the receiver up and let his
Second
teammates
down.
get to him.
Crone hands it off. As Lawson's running with it.
Wow.
He's gone. He breaks
He
free.
stays inbounds.
He's gone. It looks like he's going for a touchdown. There it is, Lawson, touchdown for Simon Kenton. 6-0 lead.
And it's not the start you want for the Spartans, scoring very early in the first quarter. I mean, there is still plenty of time, but you never want to give up a touchdown, that early in the game. So that kind of sets a tone for Simon Kenton and their offense, which was very impressive from that run.
Off a solid gain, nearly 60 yards, it looks like.
Looks like they're going to try for a field goal.
PAT snaps it off. That'd be good.
Extra points good. The 7:20. Ready the first quarter. Spartans 0.
There it is, 7-0. 7:20 to go. Simon Kenton leads.
And Simon Kenton's off to a quick start, already scoring in the first 5 minutes of the game. It was a very impressive set of plays from Simon Kenton, as they were able to run the ball across the field and get a lot of yardage.
You're not what you want to get a 60-yard gain off your second down in the game, off your second possession. Well, third possession in their case, because they had the flag.
Yeah. No, but that's going to give Simon Kenton a lot of confidence going into the rest of the game, which is another thing the Spartans wouldn't want this early.
And not exactly how you plan to start out the game, but big things are expected to come, hopefully. So looks like it'll be another touchback. As Gavin Lynch lets it roll back for the Spartans.
It's a touchback. It'll be first and 10 for the
And we should be able to see if Spartan offense is able to redeem themselves on this set of downs and for this possession.
Yeah, hopefully able to get a touchdown. That's what you hope for on every play. But we'll see that hopefully a couple of downs is, well, when you're 80 yards out.
Yeah.
It's very rare you're going to make a touchdown. You're going to get a touchdown from that far. As Pearson fakes, hands it off. As he's running, as he's tackled. As he gets out of the pocket, he'll be tackled at the 26-yard line.
And Gavin Pearson's decision-making is very good. We're able to see him make quick decisions if he is able to hand it off to one of his running backs or run the ball himself, and he's able to make the right call a vast majority of the time.
So it's second down for the Spartans. So the center snaps it to Pearson. Pearson hands it off to Seifert. Seifert just brought back 1 yard.
Good job by the Simon Kenton defense, being able to stop Seifert before he can get any yardage.
Yeah, and even bring him back a few yards. It's just great defensive communication, and it displays strength as well.
Right.
As the Spartans are looking for a first down on the third down.
Let's see what they can find out here.
So they get ready to snap to Pearson. Pearson sacked.
The defense once again getting straight through the Spartan offensive line and right on the Pearson. You can't have that.
You gotta be able to block him longer than that if you're the offensive line, and
Yeah.
not what they did.
Yeah, he's gonna need as much time as he can get to give the ball up, especially on third down when you're looking to make a big conversion.
Looks like Jones will take the kick. So it'll be just short of the 45-yard line, the 46, or 44, sorry.
44-yard line. That'll be first and 10 for the Pioneer offense.
As Pearson will go out for the Spartans.
There's like Coach Jackson kind of discussing things with the defense, seeing what they need to work on. And hopefully they can get some stops out there. Defense really needs to bring some energy out to raise their morals.
As the quarterback, Chase Crone, comes back out for Simon Kenton, the Pioneers. As they snap it, tosses it back to Lawson. Lawson looking to break free again for another touchdown as he's tackled just at the 45-yard line at the line of scrimmage.
Good job by Chance Bentley reading the offense and getting the ball stopped just on the line of scrimmage.
Crone again, looking for the pass. In the pocket, slips and falls. The grass may still be a little bit wet from the previous days of rain, so we're just going to say it was that. It wasn't a fault on his end.
Yeah, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It does look a little muddy out there, but yeah, that'll bring them back a little bit, and that's not what you want for them.
On third down, Simon Kenton. Snaps it back to Crone. Looks like a flag on the play.
Freshman on the defense, it is a 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty
We got third down.
against the defense. Now sends Simon Kenton back up to the line of scrimmage again.
They'll look back right to where they were originally.
Not what you want on third down, but after a good defensive outing just for a couple of downs, as Lawson breaks free, he's in the middle. Oh, takes out the ref.
Also the ball carrier.
Not the
Way to
person you want to truck in this game.
Way to take a hit for the ref.
Might expect a few more calls going the Spartans' way as this game goes on.
Way to take a hit for the ref. Maybe we should put him on the offensive line.
Might have to put that one on a highlight reel.
Yeah, maybe send it down to the Sports Center. It's Crone. Looks for the pass. Deep pass.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That'll be another touchdown.
Very impressive
Chase
catch.
Williams. What a great catch for Williams. And a deep pass outside, and Williams is able to catch it.
That was another example of great route running. He was able to get right past Pearson and find it open in the corner for the touchdown.
13-0 now, 3:38 to play in the first. Looks like they're going to go for the field goal for the PAT. As they snap it back to Crone. Snaps back to Crone. The kick is good. 14-0 now for Simon Kenton Pioneers.
Extra point is good.
Very fast start for the Pioneers, and Spartans are not looking too good out here in this first quarter. I mean, there's plenty of time for them to pull everything together.
14-0. Spartans down by 14. 3:38 to play in the first. We'll be right back after these few words from our sponsors.
Service the old-fashioned way. The dependable service you need for your car or truck is always available at Goff's Auto Care and Tire Center in Connorsville and Brookville. Experienced mechanics are ready to correct the problem using the best replacement products that will have your vehicle running like new again. Shane Goff is waiting to serve you at 600 Western Avenue in Connorsville. Phone 825-2588 and Charlie Goff in Brookville at 9197 State Road 101. 647-2222 is the phone number. Goff Auto Care and Tire Center.
14-0, Simon Kenton leads. 3:38 to go in the first quarter. I'm Nathan Shawless, Lucas Barron, and we are back on Spartan Field as the Pioneers look to take the kick down the field. Caught by Jones. Jones runs it out wide, looking to break free. He's tackled at the 33-yard line.
Solid return by Jones, able to get a few yards, as this was the first one they were actually able to return this game.
Yeah, that was a good return by the Spartans for their first return of the game. As we've seen, both attempts they've had to return the ball, it's been a touchback.
I feel like the Spartan offense gets another chance to prove some energy out there.
Snap to Pearson. Pearson hands it off to Seifert. Seifert brought down to the line of scrimmage, it looks like, or maybe behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and Pioneers defense just doing an outstanding job of reading the offense and finding the ball as soon as it's get handed off or dropped back. I mean they're everywhere.
Spartans on second down. Behind the line of scrimmage. There's a snap to Pearson. Hand off to Seifert. Seifert brought back again another yard. Third down for the Spartans now.
And the Spartans' run game hasn't gotten them a lot of yardage so far, and usually they're able to get a lot of yards from their running backs like Kyle Seifert and Carter DeBoard and others. But this game, it just hasn't really been the case. It's been more from the passing game.
We'll see how his third down goes for the Spartans. It's snap back to Pearson. Pearson pass. No good to the intended receiver, DeBoard.
It looked like he just wasn't able to get his hands on that one.
Fourth down now for the Spartans. You're deep in your own territory now.
Right,
On
yeah.
the fourth down. So you'd think it'd be smart that they don't go for the first down, but we'll see how it works out.
Yeah, it seems like they like to fake that fourth down conversion and send it to their punter, Braden Jones.
Jones high up in the air. We return as Buchanan's able to take him down. There's the freshman showing out in the homecoming game.
Really good hit by Micah Buchanan, like you said, the freshman out there.
As he's able to take out Blades, the wide receiver.
And he's done some pretty big things in these games.
Yeah, for a freshman, he's showing out quite
sure.
amazing. It shows a promising future for him and hopefully a promising future for the Spartans as well.
Yeah, I've said this every game. I mean, that's exactly what you want to see in your young guys out there. It's just plenty of room to improve.
Crone. Looks like he'll go for the pass. Deep pass. As Galbraith will break free down to the end zone. Touchdown. Simon Kenton, Pioneers. 20-0.
Yes, 3 scores in the span of 10 minutes. That's not a good sign for the Spartans. I mean, I think they just need their motivation to kick in soon.
As Jackson Galbraith able to get to the end zone on the first down for the Pioneers, as Petty will take the kick on the PAT. As he has such a high kick, it looks like a good foot on him.
He really does.
It'll be Spartans possession again. $21-0 now. 150 to go. We'll be right back after a few words from our sponsors.
George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment welcomes you to stop by our Connorsville location at 330 East 5th Street. George's is proud to offer you friendly hometown services and the convenience of free delivery. Also, our medical equipment staff is there to help with whatever you need. George's Floral and Gifts has that special something for any occasion, birthdays, weddings, bereavement, or to brighten someone's day. George's Pharmacy, we are here for you, 765-825-6251.
We're back as the Spartans will return the ball. 21-0 as it's in the first quarter, 150 to play, and not the right end of thing, not the right side of things you want to be on for the Spartans. Spartans, they're on the other side of the scoreboard. We'll see how it goes as Petty kicks it down the field. Be another touchback, which will send the Spartans up a couple of yards and on the first down.
He's done a great job on the kicking and the kicking and the punting side. He's been able to kick 3 extra points and send 3 kickoffs into the end zone for a touchback.
Spartans on first down, looking for some much-needed motivation as they're down 21-0. Snap back to Pearson. Pearson hands it off to Seifert.
Looked like another stoppage at the line of scrimmage, maybe.
Another failed attempt on the first down for the rush.
Yeah, they just gotta figure it out. What the Pioneers defense is doing, because they seem to know where the ball is at all times, which is really good on the defense's part.
The Spartans out of the huddle. Second down for the Spartans as they're behind the line of scrimmage. Snap back to Pearson. Pearson hands it off. Brought back again. Seifert was the ball carrier on that play. This will send the Spartans to third down. Another failed run for the Spartans. You got to think eventually, how are they going to change up the game plan?
Yeah, because it seems like the running through the middle hasn't exactly been the key for them. The Simon Kenton defense has just been able to stop it every single time. I mean, not much success has coming out of this first quarter with the run game. So we'll see what Spartans can do on third down.
Snap back to Pearson. Pearson on the third down. In the pocket, running away. He scrambles. Deep outside, out of bounds, which is the best idea you got to have.
Yeah.
On the third down, and whenever you're getting brought to your own end zone, you don't want them pushing you back and scoring.
Yeah, good decision on Pearson's part, not giving up any yards on that play.
Fourth down now for the Spartans.
Looks like they will send it to Braden Jones to punt.
Jones on the punt. Down the field. Turned. Blades running free, brought down.
Good job by Braden Jones preventing the score on the punt return.
The punter and the defensive stoppers. So
yeah,
we see Jones there as he's able to get the defensive stop. But doesn't help the Spartans too much as now they're in the red zone.
Yeah, the Pioneers are very well in scoring position right now, and we'll see soon how this plays out.
7 seconds to go. We could be seeing a very bold play here for the Pioneers. It's Crone. Hands off to Lawson. Lawson
Also the ball
tackled. That's the end of the first quarter. 21-0. Spartans down. Pioneers lead. We'll be right back after a few words from our sponsors.
Pioneers lead 21-0.
Urban Winkler Funeral Home in Connorsville and Liberty is a family-owned funeral home. Urban Winkler Funeral Home considers it an honor to be selected to care for a family member at the time of a passing. The friendly staff at Urban Winkler Funeral Home pledges to care for all your family needs to the best of their ability. 2 locations to serve you: in Connorsville at 513 West 8th Street and in Liberty at 310 North Main Street.
And we're back after a short few words from our sponsor. As Simon Kenton leads 21-0 heading into the second quarter. Still plenty of more time left to play in this game as there's 36 minutes to play and the Spartans have plenty of time to make a comeback. But
Right.
with the energy lost, we can see where this could result in another loss.
Yeah, an ugly first quarter for sure, but there's, like you said, 36 minutes. They're able to prove something out here and get back into this game.
Simon Kenton in the red zone.
Simon Kenton sure has done a good job of making a statement out here in Indiana, showing just how tough Kentucky football is.
Yes, this is the first time either school have played each other. And the first time Simon Kenton has been on Connorsville Field. So here they are on second down, following Lawson's short gain on
There's a flag.
maybe a flag on the play. Looks like it'll set Simon Kenton back a few yards. Looks like it's against the Simon Kenton offense. It's Crone, hands off to Lawson. Lawson out wide, just way free. That's another touchdown for Simon Kenton. Lawson has 2 touchdowns in the game.
Very good job on his part. He's gone out there and been super quick, super shifty, and just able to shake the defense off of him.
Early in the first quarter, or early in the second quarter, as Simon Kenton able to get another touchdown. This time off the run for the second time in the game. As Petty on the PAT kicks it. That'll be way good for the Pioneers. As the score is 28-0 now. Simon Kenton Pioneers lead.
It's starting to get a little chilly out. Last home game we had, it was pretty warm, and now it's just the opposite. I think that
Well, remember
fall,
last?
winter,
Well, no, that was the first home game we had where it poured on us against Franklin County.
that was a tragedy. But no, I think that fall weather is starting to finally set in. As I actually was talking to one of the players earlier about the weather, and they said it's not fun to play when it's cold. I mean, just trying to get your hands on the ball is super, super hard, and
Well, it numbs your hands up, so you
Yeah.
gotta imagine it's gotta be a little tough on these players.
yeah, and cramps happen very often when you're playing in the cold, so that can't be good for these boys. Hopefully we don't have to see anyone go down with a cramp.
And 37-8, Petty on the kick for the Pioneers. Lynch and DeVore back deep.
As the Spartans on the other end of possession here, as they'll be returning the ball. Petty on the kick. Looks like that's DeBoer. DeBoer runs right into traffic as they'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Just about where they would get the ball with a touchback, so can't really complain.
I can't complain at all as you're able to get some momentum going there as you're able to get a few yards, but not as many yards as you'd hope for as you'd hope. You'd hopefully get to the 50-yard line or
Right.
40, anywhere closer to touchdown territory. It's Pearson off the pass to DeBoard. DeBoard nearly breaks free the defensive lineman.
Board doing a good job of getting himself open for Pearson to locate him.
Second down now for the Spartans after DeBoard's reception. So far, the Spartans have had a really solid game, even though the scoreboard shows otherwise. The Spartans have had a solid game offensively, just on the run and on the rush. They're just not able to convert.
Right, yeah, and that's mostly on the defense. They've been just done a great job all
Pearson
game.
drops the ball. This is recovered by Simon Kent. Fumble on the play. Pearson drops it off the snap.
And in this position, that's the last thing you want to do. I mean, being down 28-0, you just need to find everything you can to lift the spirits of the players up, and that, unfortunately, is not going to do it for them as they walk off the field.
Yeah, Simon Kent looking to get another touchdown here as they're close to touchdown territory. They're close to the end zone now, and Crone tosses it back to Lawson. Lawson gets to the middle. He's able to nearly break free. Flag on the play.
We'll see what this flag is. Maybe on the tackle, possibly.
So we're waiting to hear from the officials.
Looks like it will be on Simon Kenton, setting them back a few yards.
Set Simon Kenton back a few yards. Is first down now for Simon Kenton. First down and many to go. So set them back to the 38-yard line, and we'll see how they're able to convert after a big defensive play, being able to recover the fumble. Now here they are. It's Crone. Hands it off to Rice. Rice is tackled.
Another great tackle by the freshman Mikey Buchanan, making a statement out there. That was very impressive. Bring down, yeah.
A great hit by Buchanan, the freshman. It's Crone. Out wide. Nearly caught as he gets to the intended receiver,
And that was
but just not able to catch it. Williams there on the play.
great ball placement. Just the receiver wasn't able to come down with it. Brings up third down for Simon Kenton, looking to make a conversion here.
Crone back to Rice. Rice in the middle. He's able to break free of the defense. Makes it to the end zone. Touchdown for Rice.
That was a great job by him, breaking multiple tackles. It looked like he was almost wrapped up just around the line of scrimmage, but able to break free and find the end zone.
So you see Lynch gets the hit. Just doesn't bring Rice down short enough as another touchdown for Simon Kenton, 34-0. So looking to put no stop on the clock.
It seems like the Pioneers have really spread out their scoring. Multiple players have scored.
Petty on the PAT. That's good. 35-0 now, as the clock will no longer stop for either teams until the Spartans are able to bring it within 35. Until the Spartans are able to bring it within 28, sorry.
Yeah, like I said, it really hasn't been a one-man show out here. Lots of players for Simon Kenton have contributed from the run game and the pass. The defense also doing a great job out there, getting the stops they need, but we'll just see what the Spartans can bring to the table for the rest of this game.
As the Spartans looking to return the ball once again.
Petty on the kick for the Pioneers. DeVore march back team for the start.
As Petty will take the kick. Petty on the kick. Down the field. Caught by Jones. Big hit there.
Wow. That hit had an exclamation point on the end of that one.
Yeah, big hit with an exclamation point on the end of that one by Trent Fowler, the left back for Simon Kent Pioneers.
And their defense seems to contain a lot of heavy hitters, a lot of big hits all night from all of their defense. I mean, they just got a lot of power out there, some strong kids.
First down for the Spartans. Snap to Pearson. Pearson fakes off the hand. As he's in the pocket, he breaks free. He's scrambling. He's free. He's going, and he's gone.
Looks like he's going to
Nearly
get it.
gone.
Just short.
Just short of a first down.
What a run by Gavin Pearson.
Just short of a touchdown. Great run by Pearson as he's able to break free from the pocket. As you can see in slow motion on the replay, there he is. He's running. As Williams is able to catch up, though, puts on the boosters.
And you can see he was pretty disappointed. He was just a few yards short of getting them on the board. But hey, what else could you ask for? I mean, this is a big yardage for Gavin Pearson on the run. And it looked like they'll
That
be
was
in
a big
scoring
play.
position.
As Pearson hands it off.
Good goal line defense.
Not the exact play you want after just such a big play like that, but
Right.
wow, when you look at that, the run by Pearson, we gotta. If I could revisit that, if I could go through time and see anything over again, it would be that run.
Oh, yeah. No, it's great to have such a mobile QB like Pearson out there. I mean, he's able to really do it all. That's perfect for the Spartans.
On the second down for the Spartans after a big first down conversion. Snap to Pearson. Pearson looking to run it in again. He's able to get to the end zone. Touchdown, Pearson.
Another great run by Pearson, able to take the ball in the end zone by himself. Just what the Spartans need to give them some energy.
Pearson, back-to-back runs for himself. As both times on the run, he's able to get a first down. But this first down results in a touchdown as the Spartans were in the red zone. Great runs there by Pearson.
Yeah, that
As
was
it brings
really
the
great.
score to 35-6.
Nolan Shaw will come out for the PAT.
Shaw on the PAT.
That's good.
That's good. 35-7. Spartans down 28. 8:50 to go in the second quarter. And wow.
Oh, yeah. It's great. It's great that they're able to get on the board, but to do it that way,
Yeah, to do it in that kind of fashion, that brings up our energy, brings up the team's energy, brings up the cheerleaders' energy, brings up the cheer blocks' energy, brings up everyone's energy. I know everyone here in the booth is ecstatic after that.
yeah, it got pretty loud down there in the stands after that run. We look to see
There's Pearson.
more of that to come through the rest of the game.
He's looking very sweaty as he maybe ran about 70 yards there.
Seemed like it. And he stayed in stride that entire time.
He did. He didn't slow down.
No, he didn't.
Just unluckily, Williams was able to catch up. The Spartans, for the first time of the night, will kick it off. As there's Shaw on the kickoff. We saw him had a good outing. He had a good outing last week against Rushville as well.
Mm-hmm.
Shaw on the kickoff. Down the field.
Well, it was
Be a flag on the play as he goes out of bounds, it looks like.
good placement. He just rolled out of bounds, which is unfortunate because he sent that ball pretty far back into their territory.
Yeah, for being a sophomore, he shows much promise.
He really
The
does.
kicking position at the punter and everything else, so he's actually part of homecoming tonight. Or he's a part of the homecoming court, sorry.
Well, that's good.
As he got to borrow my great uncle's Corvette, which I'm very jealous of.
Oh, yeah.
Because he got to drive it, but
Ooh.
sadly, I did not get to drive it, and that's not because I wrecked my car twice. We'll pretend that's not why I didn't get to drive it.
Right.
We'll just say it's because I wasn't there, but in reality, it's because I wrecked my car twice. As Bentley, Crone, deep, looking for his own run of his own as he gets to the end zone.
Yeah, he looked like he had a response for that big run by Pearson by
You know, I'm
scoring
not
one
gonna
his
lie.
own.
I'm not gonna lie, Lucas. I did get faked out by Chance's hit.
I did. I
was
saw him.
watching that over there, and I assumed that they handed off to Lawson. So
And the Chance was in perfect position to take out the running back, but
yes, well, as soon as I saw everyone else storming that side of the field, I was like, why are they storming down to the end zone?
yeah, I was about to say great tackle by Chance Bentley, but unfortunately he wasn't the one that makes the tackle.
Petty on the PAT. 35-point lead again for Simon Kenton Pioneers. 8:37 to play.
Yeah, it looks like Simon Kenton has a lot of energy out there after that one. I mean, Spartans were able to make a good few couple plays, resulting in a touchdown, but the Pioneers were able to respond with a big touchdown of their own, just to put them even more ahead.
On the first down now, well, on the return for the Spartans, we'll see what they can do with it. As you can see there is Brandon Pearson's wrist is taped up.
Yeah, like we said earlier, that shows a lot of dedication on his part. I mean, a lot of kids, when they're injured, the last thing they think of is playing on their injury. But, I mean, in this case, he's just still on the field. It's great to see from him. Hopefully he can keep from hurting it anymore.
Petty on the kick. Down the field. Be returned by Jones. Jones takes a little leap in stride. Oh, big hit there.
A really big hit.
Wow. Lynch took a big hit indeed.
There might be a flag on that one.
Reception will run out of bounds near the 26.
You hear the contact from up here. That was,
Yeah, that was
wow.
one of those you see on highlight reels. I mean, he's got to be pretty stoked after that. Unfortunately, he might get a penalty on that.
Well, yeah, it's personal foul against
Yeah,
the defense of Simon Kenton. Well, the kickoff team.
yeah, that will give the Spartans a few extra yards on the return.
First and 10 for the Spartan offense.
It'll be 1st and 10 to go for the Spartans.
Yeah, I mean, the Pioneers have done a really good job of just keeping their foot on the gas. I mean, they haven't seemed to let up despite being ahead 35 points.
Pearson back out on the field. Last time we saw him out there, he was able to run the ball in for a touchdown. As he's looking to make a run again, as he's sacked.
And the defense was just able to read that and prevent another big QB run.
As Pearson was in the pocket still and was able to shift left of it and just gets tackled there.
Second and 12.
Second down now for the Spartans. Looking for a big play.
Yeah, a big play is needed for Connersville right now.
Snap back to Pearson. Pearson hands off to Seifert. Seifert in the middle gets brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, no, there's just the running game has not been successful for them in this first half. They've got to.
The only time we've seen success is not even from the running back. It's been from the quarterback. So
Right. Yeah, I mean, they've got to. If it continues, they've got to go into halftime and maybe discuss a new game plan because, I mean, something new seems to be needed right now.
the thing is you don't want to force a pass, but really you're going to have to change up the game plan a little bit because it's starting to get predictable that the run is coming this often. As Pearson hands off again as Seifert's brought back once again.
Right, like you said, you don't want to force a pass, but I mean, you've got great receivers out there. You've got Braden Jones, Gavin Lynch, and more. I mean, there's a lot of trust and a lot of bond between Pearson and his receivers. So I mean,
We saw last week in the Rushville game, the pass really worked out for them
It
between
did.
Owens, Braden Pearson, the cousin duo is Pearson and Pearson.
Yeah,
We saw the pass worked out for them, and Pearson opened the game with the touchdown early in the first quarter. Then Owens was able to get that big first down for the Spartans. This Pearson deep pass intercepted. As there's Furman as he's running on the side of the field. He looks like he may be gone. Breaks free of Seifert tackle as he's brought down.
I mean, it seems like we might have jinxed the switching to the pass game a little bit, as an interception is not ideal for the Spartans in this situation.
Attention, all homecoming court. Please report to the west end of the stadium.
And it looked like Pearson threw that ball as he was getting hit, so I mean, it might have been a little off target, but he had the right target hitting his receivers. But yeah,
We knew who his intended receiver was.
right.
And really, he just wasn't able to get there, and he just wasn't able to get to his intended receiver.
Good tackle by Chance Bentley.
As there's the senior Sand, Zeb Sand.
For
the Pioneers. Second and 10 now for the Pioneers, is able to get no gainage there on the play. As Crone pass out wide to Williams. Williams brought down by Pearson.
And that was a good read, able to find the open receiver.
It gets it to the intended receiver, Williams. It's a little bit of a tongue twister there.
Yeah,
Intended receiver Williams. Try saying that 10 times fast.
I don't think I can.
Fourth down now for the Pioneers.
Good stop by the Spartans. See what they can do on fourth down here.
As Rice was the running back there for the Pioneers, as he gets brought down just short of a first down, as they're about 5 yards away to go. It'll be snap back to Crone. Crone on the snap. Rice inside. Maybe just short of a first down, as they can go for a field goal here.
It should be close. We'll see here.
See what the ruling is. Looks like there'll be a flag on the play, as it'll be brought back to third down.
So they might have to bring the chains out. Yeah, it looks like they'll head out there to measure.
This time we'd like to recognize tonight's change game.
So you can see Williams jumping over, kind of a little jump rope with the chain.
Let's see. It's hard telling from up here, but
It's going to be a deciding factor here in the second quarter.
it looks like it will be good for a first down, just barely.
Yep, first down for Simon Kenton, as they're now close to the end zone. Crone off the snap. Hands off to Rice. Rice.
Looks like he'll be in there for a touchdown.
David Blair, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Pioneers.
Sorry, that's Caleb Lyer.
And once again, we're seeing kind of the diversity of the scoring for Simon Kenton, having different people score the entire first half.
And the field goal now. Petty with the kick. That's good.
Extra point was good.
49-7. Pioneers lead by 42. 4:07 left to play, and we'll be right back after a few words from our sponsor.
The place to eat in Connorsville is Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Dine inside or carry out at home or where you work. Delivery from Mancino's is always free. The number to call, 825-6155. Choose from a large menu, and there is a special youngsters menu. Choose the house specialty, the Great Spartan Classic. Enjoy the sports atmosphere by viewing all the Spartan sports memorabilia. Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Phone number 825-6155. A proud Spartan booster.
49-7. Simon Kenton leads by 42, heading into the second half. 4:07 left to play, and we'll see what the Spartans can do on this return.
Yeah, and the Pioneers are just able to make play after play, and it's really done them well so far in this game.
As the only touchdown so far for the Spartans has been early in the second quarter for Pearson. That's Gavin Pearson, that is. That's Petty on the kick. Looks like Lynch will return it.
Lynch will be brought down to the 25-yard line.
He'll be stopped at the 25-yard line. That'll be enough just to what a touchback would have been.
Right. Spartans need a big play right here. They can maybe go into halftime with just a little bit of motivation and send them into a fresh start going into the second half.
See what they can do as 4:02 to play now. On the snap to Pearson. Nearly fumbles it again. Pearson, deep pass to DeBoard. DeBoard tackled. A 45-yard line.
A really good job by DeBoard. I believe he leads the conference in receptions. I could be wrong since we do not actually have our stats uploaded online, but I believe he might actually be leading the conference in receptions.
Which is a great thing to add to your trophy case for DeBoard.
Really. And yeah, that was a great job by him getting open, getting the ball, and just taking off for the first down.
DeBoard is actually a sectional champion for track as well as you are, Lucas.
Yeah, I mean, he's contributes really well to that team.
Snap to Pearson. Pearson, deep pass again. Looks like nearly intercepted.
Drop, but there
may be a pass interference on the play.
I thought Jones had his hands on the ball. Might have just popped out when he had hit the ground, but I thought it was going to be a clean catch. And that was great ball placement by Pearson.
Yeah, really. What a great look by Pearson as he passes it way deep, nearly to the 30-yard line as Jones nearly receives it. But there's luckily a pass interference on the play as all of a sudden the Spartans up a couple of yards. Well, more than a couple of yards.
Yeah, that's a
the
lot of...
Spartans now on the 42-yard line with the line of scrimmage being set there.
That's a lot of yardage for the Spartans. That gets them even closer to the end zone.
Snap to Pearson. He's off to Seifert. Seifert brought down at the 34-yard line.
Good job by Seifert. Finally able to find a hole in the defense and get through the defensive line. We've seen Simon Kenton has done a tremendous job of being able to stop the run game through the middle.
Seifert has had a lot of chances with the ball this game, and you see it's resulted in many different ways for the Spartans.
Mm-hmm.
Pearson again, hands off to Seifert. Seifert brought way behind the line of scrimmage.
Like I said, their line has just done a fabulous job of finding the ball as soon as it's snapped and getting right through the offensive line. And that's just something the Spartans need to clean up, and they'll be just fine.
Third down now for the Spartans after a great defensive play there by the Simon Kenton line. The offensive unit out there for the Spartans. On third down, Pearson in the pocket. Passes it off to DeBoard. Nearly caught. Wow. Able to find the intended receiver, DeBoard, just not able to catch it.
And DeBoard nearly made an amazing catch out there. He almost
got that one-handed.
I know. that's one of those plays you wish you would have gotten that one, because that would have been SportsCenter worthy, I think. I'll give him that credit.
As Jack Harlow, a great artist, once said, SportsCenter top 10. On the 4th down, Pearson passes to Lynch, caught. Brave attempt on the 4th down. As able to get a first down for the Spartans.
Great catch by Lynch, and Gavin Pearson was able to release the ball just in time as one of the Simon Kenton D linemen was right there ready to make the play, but he got rid of the ball just in time and was able to connect with Gavin Lynch.
Yeah, Pearson, as he was finally able to get that much-needed catch there, much-needed pass to hit the target. You see Pearson hands it off to Seifert. Seifert trying to break free of the defensive line as he's blocked out.
The Spartans don't have much time to work with, but they are in scoring position, so let's see what they can do in this last minute of the first half.
As the clock will be running down because of a 35-plus point lead. We'll see what kind of plays they make as there's a minute now to play. Pearson in the pocket. Passes it to Jones. Jones falls back a little bit, stumbles.
Yeah. He made the catch, but yeah, that stumble just kind of sent him back a few yards, unfortunately, but he was able to make the completion.
3rd and 2.
Looks like there's
timeout for the Spartans now. As the clock will be set to 45.5. The Spartans down 49-7. We'll be right back after this short break.
Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency is dedicated to protecting you and your family at a price you can afford. Wilson Lawson Myers are licensed insurance professionals striving to be your agency of choice. Wilson Lawson Myers is an independent agency representing numerous companies for all your needs. Finding the right insurance begins with finding the right agency. That is Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency at 521 Central Avenue in Connorsville. Phone 825-5111.
As the Spartans are close to end zone territory now, we'll see what they can do as they're down 42 with 45 seconds to play.
Yeah, so a big play here is needed to get them a good touchdown going into the second half.
Yeah,
that'll give them the energy they need.
3rd and 2 for the Spartans as they do need a touchdown, as this could bring the score closer. As the pass is completed to DeBoard. DeBoard tackled near the 5-yard line, just at the 4. That'll be a first down for the Spartans.
It looks like got his neck wrapped around.
As now the Spartans in the red zone. First down for the Spartans.
And we're hoping it can get the 5 yards they need here in just 29 seconds.
Looks like they may be running the ball as Seifert's right next to Pearson, as I predicted it. Looks like they'll call for another timeout.
Looks
like there's a little commotion on the ball might have been lost, as some of the Simon Kenton defenders are indicating that they might have had the ball.
Timeout Spartans, 21 seconds to play in the second quarter. Heading into the half, it's homecoming night. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Connorsville Spartan Sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Gina Hartman, Devin Hornsby, and Gary Reebsummer for your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
The Spartans on second down after a failed attempt from Seifert to run the ball in for a touchdown. Spartans looking for a much-needed energy boost here as they're down 42, 49-7, 21 seconds to play.
They are, and they're super close to getting another score right here. We'll see how we can get.
Pearson in the pocket. Looks to break free, passes it, caught, touchdown. DeBoard gets the intended receiver. DeBoard Touchdown for the Spartans.
Great job of DeBoer shaking the defender off of him and getting wide open for the score. That's a great job, just displaying how good of a threat he is on offense.
To make this kind of plays against such a great defensive line all game against a 6A school like this, to make these kind of plays is really what sets you apart from many teams in your conference. Is Shaw on the PAT.
He's good.
That's good. 14-49, Spartans down. 15 seconds now to play. The Spartans will get ready to kick off, and really, the board was left wide open.
He really was. He's using his shiftiness out there. He was able to shake the defender off of him because, I mean, Pearson was in a scramble. I mean, there wasn't really much options for him, and DeBoer was able to create for himself and get wide open. That's what you need.
Reminds me almost of the game they have on social media now, where you kind of walk around and you walk the route instead of run the route. And
Oh, yeah. Walk ball.
yeah, I tried that.
How'd that go?
How did it not go is how we should reply to that.
Okay, yeah, we can leave it at that. I'll let you leave it at that.
Spartans on the kickoff.
Now let's see if the Spartans can close out the half in a positive manner.
Shaw on the kick. Down the field. Buchanan gets a big hit there.
And he just continues to be a big presence out there. I mean,
For a small guy making such a big impact on the defensive end of the game.
Right. Yeah, like you said, I mean, he isn't the biggest guy out there, but he sure hits one of the hardest.
Well, if we look at how much he weighs, sometimes they have these weights on here a little wrong. Sometimes they'll be like a 5'4" guy, and they'll be like, well, he weighs 260. And I'll be like, oh, that doesn't sound about right. Or someone that's actually 5'10" will be listed at 6'4". So,
Yeah, I mean,
but Buchanan on here is listed at 125 pounds, which sounds about right.
yeah. For being 125 pounds, he hits like he's
Hits
a
like
lot
he's
bigger than
200,
that.
yeah. As Crone,
another big hit by
another
Buchanan.
big hit by Buchanan, the freshman for the Spartans.
And that's great because you can tell he's just not afraid of anyone out there. He's not afraid to hit anyone, no matter how well you're ranked or how big you are. He just wants to make a presence out there.
That'll be a timeout on the field for Simon Ken. The Pioneers lead 49-14. 2 seconds to play in the first half. We'll be right back after this break. As the Simon Ken offensive unit back out on the field. And the defensive unit for the Spartans out there. Looks like Morrison's looking to make a play. It's Curran with the ball.
The flag is
Flag on
thrown.
the play as he slips. That'll be the end of the half. It's homecoming night. We're getting ready to see the homecoming court, and it's such a big game, and so far not the best game for the Spartans, but I mean, for them playing such a great team like this, they're making solid plays out there, and they're showing a lot of promise
Oh, yeah.
for games ahead. So you can see where the momentum has carried on from last week against Rushville.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing you can do in this situation is play teams like this to get you better. I mean, you're not really going to get better playing bad teams the entire year. So playing teams like this is a good opportunity for them to improve under the rest of the season, and such as conference games, where they're going to need as much as they can get.
As the next game for the Spartans will be October 1st at 7:30 p.m. next Friday. And that'll be away, as the next home game for the Spartans is October 8th. So the marching band enters the field.
Looks like they roll out their display for their performance. Looking good as always.
The marching band puts a lot of effort into these.
Oh, yeah,
you can really tell they do.
Yeah, we really do appreciate them out there. They do a fantastic job every night.
The Spartans, after such an incredible couple plays, are very short of a tie game as they're down 35. Wow, quick math was
Good
really
math
bad
right
there.
there.
Yeah, that was really bad quick math. But basically what we see from the Spartans so far, I'll start off with you, Lucas. What do you think we've seen from the Spartans and what they can do to improve? What have we seen from Simon Kenton that's been really working out for them?
Well, I think on the offensive side for the Spartans, they just need to work on giving Pearson more time and getting their runners open areas on the field because, I mean, a lot of their running hasn't been successful for them because the Simon Kenton defense just continues to fill the gaps very easily and not prevent any open spots for the Spartans. And, I mean, if they can get that fixed out there in the locker room, they'll be perfect for the rest of this game. And they have plenty of potential to come back. I mean, on Simon Kenton's end, they just have a lot of athletes, like we mentioned earlier, and it's really showed.
And what I'd say for Simon Kenton is really every element of their game has been outstanding. From
Really, yeah.
the pass play, the rush, the quarterback in the pocket, everything's been great. And they're really showing good execution. They're showing a lot of, for being able to play like this at away territory, being able to play like this on the road, you're really showing a display of what kind of team you are.
Really, yeah. I mean, they really have no weak spots. I haven't really seen much that Simon Kenton really needs to fix. I mean, there's been a few penalties, but that hasn't really affected them too badly in this situation because they're currently up 35 points. But, yeah, their game has been very solid, and it just shows, like you said, what kind of team they are. I mean, very, very well bonded, and that's all you can really ask for. They've done a good job displaying Kentucky football.
And for the Spartans, on the other hand, you know, they've really showed a lot of great plays. They've had good plays. They've had the looks they wanted, but they've just fell short. And really, you can see where the defensive line has held back the Spartan offense a lot. And on the Spartan defensive end, I mean, we've seen Buchanan take some big hits, but we got to have some more big hits as well. And that can speak for itself.
Yeah.
And we need a lot more big hits on the defensive end, but really that's going to come as time goes. It's going to come with courage and strength. That's going to come with a lot of motivation. And in this kind of game, you got to think defensively. You've got to be feeling down. You can't. There's no way you're feeling at the top of your game right now.
No, I mean, they've just got to, like you said, Micah Buchanan's been out there and made a lot of big hits for the Spartans. I mean, for him being a freshman, your older guys just got to look at that and feel motivated to do what he's doing because, I mean, they're the leaders. They're the ones that should be motivating the younger class. But, I mean, yeah, like, just motivation is going to be their key to getting back into this game.
It's just really, the Spartans are displaying, like I've said already, they're really displaying offensively a great showcase. They really are. Even though the scoreboard says otherwise, I really believe this is one of their best offensive performances of the season. Even though they have a low score, have only scored 2 touchdowns, they've had some great games. They've had some great plays. They've had a lot of crowd swinging moments.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like last week we saw the Spartans put up 55 points in their War on 44 game. I mean, we know what the Spartans can do. We know that they have athletes on offense and defense. It's just Simon Kenton has done a really good job of containing them and preventing our players from doing what we can do.
Yeah, that's really what it boils down to is the defensive line of Simon Kenton, really. Yes, the Simon Kenton offense is performing outstandingly, but if you look at it, the defensive line is really what's allowed the line for Simon Kenton is really what's been allowing these points to be able to happen, these offensive possessions to be able to happen. Without it, without their defensive line, without their offensive line, they would not be in this position. I mean, that speaks for every game you play. Without the offensive line or defensive line, you wouldn't be able to make these kind of plays.
Right.
But we see that it's really, really working out for them tonight as they're able to hold back the Spartan offense, as they're able to block the running. They're able to block the rush. They're able to block the run right off the bat. I don't think I've seen a single game besides about 2 plays off of Seifert and the 2 runs off of Pearson. And besides that, the most biggest plays for the Spartans have been the pass play.
Yeah.
What speaks a lot for itself is that you should maybe focus a little bit more of your attention towards the pass. If the pass is working out for you, I mean, we've seen DeBoard wide open in the end zone. We've seen Jones nearly get a catch as he was wide open, but there's a pass interference on the play. We've seen Lynch get a catch to be able to convert on first down to get the Spartans to get another first down for the touchdown to put them up to 14 instead of 7. We've seen a lot of great execution on the passes.
Yeah. And like I've talked to Pearson, he's described to me the bond he has with his receivers. I mean, he considers them family, and that's perfect for them. I mean, he's able to read them super easily and find the open man, and yeah, it's what makes them successful, really.
Even though it says otherwise on the scoreboard, like I've said this, but it really has been a great battle so far.
Yeah.
We've seen whenever Simon Kent has made big plays, the Spartans have made a big play right after. Yes, Simon Kent has made a lot more big plays than the Spartans have, offensively, defensively. But we really have seen great execution to play under this type of pressure.
Yeah, you can't take away how good the Spartans have executed.
You can't take away credit from them because they really have played a good game.
Yeah, like in situations like this, you tend to not realize how well of a job they're doing, even though they're down by 35. I mean, yeah, they're doing a great job out there. It's just been hard for them to get on the board.
And it really, really, really boils down, yet again, to that defensive line. And, I mean, we saw the fumble earlier in the game, Pearson off the snap to Pearson. We saw that fumble earlier. We saw the pass interference, which really, I mean, yes, it set the Spartans up 15 yards, but it really was great coverage there by the defense.
It was, yeah. And with that fumble, I mean, we don't hardly see that a lot from Pearson and the backs. They tend to do a really good job of holding on to the ball while they're going down.
I don't think we've seen about, one fumble this year maybe, and that was for the Spartans at home at least. I think we've seen one.
I don't remember him, yeah.
Away I can't remember because I wasn't at Richmond. I remember there was the one fumble against Rushville away last week. But that was the fumble on Rushville recovered by the Spartans. So that was a great note by the Spartans. And really, I mean, I wish we were there. We were there last week. We did the Spartan report.
Right.
But I wish we were able to commentate that game because that was such an outstanding game to commentate for the Spartans.
That was.
And there was a lot of there was a lot of points allowed. Yes, there was 33 points allowed against the Spartans that could have been stopped. Like any point, any touchdown, it can be stopped.
Yeah.
But really, those were very capable of being stopped. Those were they were one run by the quarterback.
Right.
One other run by one of the running backs. I don't think they made any passing touchdowns, though. I think they were all rushes. And really, that's what, if you notice, that's what really has hurt the Spartans all year is the run.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just been a lot of the passing game. They've done a very decent job of defending that. It's just, like you said, the run game is what's killed them a lot. And, yeah, it's just something you got to go to practice and you got to say, hey, if we want to allow less points per game, we have to figure this out. And I'm sure they have worked on that a lot in practice. But, yeah, I mean, like you said, that would have been the perfect game to commentate. I mean, the energy, the atmosphere, the tension between the two teams is just perfect. And I mean, what else can you ask for in a high school football game like that, especially in the War on 44 and the rivalry between Connersville and Rushville?
Yeah, what would have been that game? And really, the Spartans have really, you got to give them credit for being able to fight all season in a season that's boiling down. Very well. What do we have? We have about a month left. Not even that. Maybe we have a month until sectionals. Yeah, and there's a 2-week break. No. There's about 3 weeks left.
Yeah, I believe sectionals falls during fall break. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's the right before, because I remember last year they won the first round of sections, which wasn't expected at all. Even the players were surprised. And then who'd they beat? Muncie Central, I believe.
Muncie Central, yes, it was
Muncie Central. They won 55 points. And we saw them go to the second round, and a lot of them were surprised because they did not expect to make it, and a lot of them had fall break plans, so they're one of those plans.
Yeah.
This team is full of surprises. We've seen a lot of surprising plays from this team.
We have.
I mean, from such a young team like this, to be led by a couple of seniors and a lot of juniors, which they all make tremendous impacts on the team. They all have their own individual strengths, and they all make a tremendous impact.
Right.
But we've seen a lot of surprising plays come out of this young team.
Yeah, and a young team is perfect in high school because that just builds experience going into the next couple of years, and it's even better that it's not just like a junior and a senior show. You got all grades are making an impact on both sides.
Yeah, all grades are making an impact. But juniors, freshmen, the freshman Michael Buchanan is making a huge impact.
Yeah.
Like we said, the Spartans making surprising plays. This has been the halftime show so far. 7:25 to go up until the end of the half. We'll be right back after this break.
Whitewater Eye Center Connersville provides vision care for every member of your family. This includes treatment for eye diseases and injuries, just one of its many services. Services that include glasses and contacts, frames for every budget, sunglasses, and a large selection of eyewear. Complete vision care for every member of your family. Yours at Eye Center of Connersville. Scheduling an appointment for a complete eye exam is as easy as calling 825-6000. Whitewater Eye Center Connersville, located at 2045 Virginia Avenue. Your vision is our focus.
And we're back as the homecoming court gets ready to take the field. Like I said, there's my Uncle Mac's Corvette. Shout out Uncle Mac. The two sophomores, Nolan Shaw and Grace Filler. As Gabrielle, the freshman princess, for the homecoming court.
Yeah, it looks like they're all having a great time down there as they're in their vehicles.
Luckily, I was talking to my mom, and she said, luckily, that Nolan's a football player because he would have had to buy another outfit for homecoming court for this event. So, hashtag blessed, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I guess that is very convenient for him.
As the Jeep will stop there, as Gabrielle, the freshman princess, will have her pictures taken.
Yeah, like I said, there's some pretty nice rides lined out on the track.
A lot of nice rides.
Yeah.
Well, there's Mrs. Stork, the student council leader.
Yeah, you just got to think how special this is for them out there, being able to walk out in front of their town and kind of represent their class.
Yeah, interesting. I've always wanted to do something like this, but I've never actually done it, and it's really an interesting thing, to be able to run for homecoming court.
Yeah, because it is a big deal out here, as members of the homecoming court take a lot of pride in what goes on during this time.
There's my little brother and Grace Filler, with my dad driving the Corvette.
Sophomore
You know, I
Princess
can't say it more than anything, but I am proud of how he's played this season so far.
Oh, yeah.
I'm proud of every one of his accomplishments, and that's very sappy, but I'm very proud of my little brother.
Oh, yeah, they have a lot of right to be proud of him. I mean, being such a great football player while playing soccer at this time is great for him. As they look like they're having a great time down there.
I'd be a little worried if I was my uncle with them sitting on top of the Corvette like that. Don't want to get any scratches on it. It's got me a little stressed out.
You got to keep that thing clean.
Yeah, look at it. It's all polished up.
It is. Yeah, as they walk out onto the middle of the field to our next members will be driving in very soon.
Balin is escorted by senior team candidate Evan Osborne. Evan is the son of Dennis Osborne and Amy Bell. Evan is a member of the marching band, choir, student council, senior council,
There's
National Honor Society.
two of the band students there, Evan Osborne and Ms. Stoner.
Looks like they chose a different route, not bringing out a car.
There's Sam Mills, Max Ackerman.
Senior Queen candidate Max Ackerman. Max is the daughter of John Alford. Max is a member of the French Honor Society, thespians, declaring newspaper, fine arts, English academic teams. Max plans to attend Boston University, the major in secondary education. For escort, the senior team candidate Sam Mills. Sam is the son of Sherry and David Mills. Sam is a member of Canada National Honor Society, Spanish Club, and academic team.
So we see the GMC there rolling out, hanging out the window, getting the crowd pumped.
Senior court candidate Eleanor Jones Wright. Eleanor is the daughter of Janet Jones. Eleanor is a member of Bandit Choir. Eleanor plans
Another
to
senior court candidate.
the Indiana State University to study computer science.
I don't think there was any juniors that ran for homecoming court.
Well, I believe Caitlin Stoner.
Oh,
Out there
yes,
with Evan
Caitlin
Osborne,
Stoner was
yeah.
one of them.
Mhm.
But no boy juniors, just seniors.
I guess our junior class has to step it up a little bit.
Lucas, you should have been out there. Homecoming Prince Lucas Barron. I think it's got a nice ring to it.
I don't know, not exactly my crowd, you know. I like being up here a little more.
National Honor Society is a manager of varsity girls soccer team.
Here comes a familiar face, Braden Jones.
Her escort is senior team candidate Braden Jones. Braden is the son of Cambria Struts. Braden is a member of football and field.
There's Jones, who's had a quite impactful year for the Spartans. He's one of the leaders of the team and really has outperformed compared to last year and years previous.
He really has, yeah, and that's great for his senior year. He hopefully could possibly even play past high school football, and we'll see.
As there's seniors Claire Seeger and Spencer Creed.
Senior Queen candidate Claire Stinger. Claire is the daughter of Sharon and Neil Stinger. Claire is a member of Clarinets, French National Honor Society, the Clarion newspaper, a National Honor Society. She plans to attend Ball State University and study journalism education. Her escort is senior team candidate Spencer Creed. Spencer is the son of Trisha and Sean.
You know, it's crazy that homecoming night is tomorrow. It feels almost like we started school just a couple weeks ago, but really, it's flown by.
It really has. I mean, like you said, it just feels like yesterday we were coming back to school for the first time since summer. I mean, It really has. These past couple months have flown by.
Yeah, it really, like you said, it really is weird that we've been back to school for over a month, and like you mentioned, it does feel, well, there's Jay Gaddis and Anna Chalker, who were two former homecoming king and queens for Connorsville, as Jay worked very heavily with the SSN crew in years past.
Yeah.
Whenever we first got the chance to work with TV3. And Anna Chalker, who also worked very hard with this crew, is now she's a meteorologist at Ball State's Newslink.
Wow.
And her little brother is actually up on top running cameras, Will Chalkers. So
Yep. Shout
he's
out
a
to
part.
Will.
Shout out to Will. Yes, as both have been a part of this SSN crew. So hopefully the Chalker SSN tradition is here to stay.
Yes, we hope so.
As Hannah and Jay will pass on the crown and crown. Or tiara, sorry. That's what it was called. I knew
tiara,
I
yeah.
was missing the word. I knew something was missing, but they'll be told who the homecoming king and queens are.
It should be very exciting.
The 2019 King and Queen Anna Chalker Jay Gaddis will be crowning.
What's weird is this was the 2019 homecoming king and queen, which it's been a year since we've had homecoming. It's been 2 years since we've had homecoming.
Yeah,
So
we weren't able to have homecoming last year from all the problems with COVID, and now luckily we're able to get back in the swing of things.
Braden Jones will be your homecoming king, the football senior.
We'd love to see that, I'm sure. His team is very proud for him as he is crowned.
Your 2021 homecoming queen.
Congratulations to him. I mean, I know he was very excited about hopefully.
As Reagan wins homecoming queen.
Congratulations to her as well.
As they get their own crown and tiara, as they'll be escorted out to the floor tomorrow at the homecoming dance. Well, it's not as much of the floor as it is a courtyard,
Yeah,
with it being outside.
a little different
Due
setting.
to COVID restrictions, we had to have it outside, so they'll be your homecoming king and queen for the 2021 homecoming.
Yeah, like I was saying, I mean,
Once again,
Braden, I know Braden Jones was pretty stoked about possibly being homecoming king, and now that he is, I'm sure he's super excited out there. I'm sure his team is super proud for him.
Well, there's your homecoming king and queen, Braden Jones and Reagan Mullins. We'll be right back after this short break.
It's events like this game that make our community such a great place in which to live, work, and play. All of us at FCN Bank applaud the CHS Spartans for their hard work and dedication. Thank you for reminding us once again why we all choose to call this place home. FCN, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Go CHS Spartans. Good luck. FCN Bank, member FDIC.
We're back with 3 minutes on the clock before the start of the second half. Still plenty of time to go for both the Spartans. Simon Ken. Well, sorry, I don't know why the 3 minutes are on the clock. I looked at the clock and assumed. But it'll be a kickoff for the Spartans as Shaw will take the kick. Spartans down by 35.
Let's see how this second half translates for both teams.
Shaw on the kick. Kicks it. Caught by Williams. Williams brought down at the 35-yard line. Well, just short of the 35-yard line.
Solid run for him. That was a great kick by Shaw, sending him inside of the 10-yard line. He's able to return the ball to the 34.
See what the Simon Kent Pioneers are able to do here on first down, 1st and 10. The clock won't stop, so right now we're destined at 24 minutes to play. Snap. As the quarterback, McDonald is brought down. The sophomore looks like they bring out a new. It brings out the QB2.
Yeah, it looks like they gave their
McDonald on the
QB1.
pass. He caught, gets to the intended receiver, Scheibert.
It looks like they'll give Crone a break after having a very impressive first half.
Always found on the 45, 2nd and 4.
It looks like
Little
ball will be brought
escalation on the
down
field.
maybe just short of the first down. It's hard telling whether they converted or not. It looks like they will be just short.
Third down now for the Pioneers. McDonald hands it off. So we have first down for the ball carrier, Blyer.
Yeah, he was almost able to bring the ball carrier down just on the line of scrimmage, but he was able to shake the tackle off and get them a first down.
1st and 10 now for Simon Kent. Snap back to McDonald. McDonald, the pass. Gets the intended receiver, Kitchens.
And good job of Dakota Reapsummer of getting back to the receiver and bringing him down.
Second down now for the Pioneers. Snap. Rice. Rice is running with it. Nearly breaks for the defense. Big gain there for the Pioneers.
As will translate into a first down, getting them, I believe, just short of the red zone, or maybe on the red zone line.
McDonald off the snap.
Blyer, the ball carry.
Blyer. It's brought down by Bentley.
And a good job by Bentley of getting the ball and getting a good stop, as he has done all game and all season.
McDonald off the snap again. Runs it into the end zone, it looks like.
McDonald on the keeper.
Just short of a touchdown.
They brought down at the 3-yard line.
He'll be brought down to the 3-yard line, just short of a touchdown. Like I said, there's McDonald, the sophomore.
And a solid run for him, showing he can do it just as well as QB1.
McDonald off the snap. Looks to run in himself. Oh, McDonald had a farm, and there he goes, running into the end zone.
Yeah, the other back-to-back good runs by McDonald. I mean, yeah, he's just going out there at this point and just proving himself for his team. And he, so far in this drive, did a very good job.
Donner runs up the score by 41. Petty on the PAT once again, kicks it. That's good. 42-point lead for Simon Kenton. 6:42 left to play. Be right back after this short break.
Are you thinking about buying or selling your home? Stay local and call Trish Smith at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. She will walk you through the process to make an easy transition and lead you to your dream home. Please contact Trish at 265-2663 to begin your journey today.
And we're back after that short break. In a word from our sponsor, 5:50 now to play. Around that, as the Spartans will look to return the ball.
Yeah, and like I have said earlier, Simon Kenton has done a tremendous job of not letting up, just continuing to score and not really giving the Spartans any chance to get back in this game. I'm sure their coaches couldn't be happier with that.
Looks like that's caught by Lynch. Lynch stops a little bit. Big hit there. Again. By the defense.
Yeah, it's just big hit after big hit from the Pioneers. I mean, they hit the ball carrier and they want to make sure he's down. They don't want to give him any chance of getting back up and breaking free.
The Spartans now at the 22-yard line. Will be the line of scrimmage. Snap to Pearson. Pearson hands off to Seifert. Seifert in the middle. Gets brought down by the defensive line once again.
He almost had the ball stripped from him, but it looked like he was down before he let go of the ball.
Yeah, nearly fumbled it there. Nearly fumbled the bag.
Let's see as the Spartans line up second down.
Yeah, second down now for the Spartans. Plenty of yards to go. Pearson gets sacked behind the line of scrimmage.
Looked like he was expecting someone to pitch the ball to behind him, but there was no one there, and by that time it was just too late.
Yeah, there's Aiden Harris displaying great intensity as he's able to break through the offensive line and able to sack the quarterback Pearson.
Yeah, good job of him. Once again, reading the offense like I've said multiple times tonight. They've done an amazing job of doing.
For any purchase at Big Boys from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. will go towards the afterthought. Once again, fundraiser at Big
Third down
Boys
now for the Spartans.
Monday, September 27th,
Pearson
4 p.m. to 8 p.m.
in the pocket. Able to break free, passes it down. Looks like it may have been caught by the board. That was incomplete. Gets to the intended receiver, just incomplete.
Yeah, that was a very, very straight, powerful throw from Pearson. I mean, he doesn't really give the defense much time to intercept the ball. I mean, you got to make sure your receivers are ready because he's going to fire that ball as fast as he can. Looks like there was a flag on the play. It'll send
the Spartans up
a few yards.
A first down now for the Spartans as they're able to get a first down off a penalty. First and 10.
A good break for the Spartans, being able to gain multiple yards and get their first down back, as looks like they'll line up in trips formation.
Snap to Pearson. Hands off to Buchanan. Never mind, fakes it off. Pearson in the pocket, runs out of bounds.
And Pearson did a really good job of selling that run to Buchanan. I mean, he had us fooled up here.
Sold me for sure. Pearson's able to get to the 37-yard line. Second down now for the Spartans. Pearson gets through the middle.
Harrison on the keeper.
Looks like he almost had
In the backfield, but number
enough breathing room to get free for a good yard run, but was brought down just as he had the open area.
Yeah, there's Vormbrock showing out on defense there. Third down now for the Spartans. Plenty to go, as there's a minute left to play in this third quarter, which has flown by because the clock hasn't stopped.
Yeah, I mean, that first half seemed to drag on pretty long, but now this third quarter is just snapped away.
Doesn't seem to drag on a lot. As Pearson looking for a pass, incomplete.
Nearly
Tries to
intercepted.
find the intended receiver, Lynch.
And a flag is thrown. We'll see what the result of this will be. Looks like it'll be on the defense. So the Spartans will get a reward,
defensive back center.
resulting in another first down off of penalties. And
Penalty ball be spotted just inside Pioneer.
Simon Kenton, I mean, they're lucky they're up big, because if it was a close game, that would not be good for them.
First down now for the Spartans. First and 10. 19 seconds. Snap to Pearson. Pearson in the pocket. Deep pass to DeBoard. Caught. DeBoard slides out of bounds. Nearly first down for the Spartans, as they're just short by 3 yards.
Good find by Pearson, able to make the throw on the run, which he seems to excel at very well compared to a lot of other QBs.
As the clock runs out, that's the end of the third quarter. Heading into the fourth, Spartans down 56-14. I'm Nathan Shaw. This is Lucas Barron. We'll hear a quick word from our sponsors.
Reed Health Sports Medicine provides an athletic trainer to the Connersville Spartans through the support of Reed Foundation. Athletic trainers normally are present at most practices and sporting events. They can respond to an injury within seconds, determine the immediate needs of the athlete, and either begin treatment or initiate emergency management within the first few minutes. If your athlete suffers a sports injury, Reed Health's Athletic Training Clinic can provide injury treatment sessions using multiple modalities, rehab protocols, and treatment techniques to ensure your athlete doesn't miss a day without progressing forward. Learn more at reedhealth.com.
We're back after an excellent find by Pearson to DeBoard to get them short of just a first down. As now sides of the field will flip, with the Spartans leading the way on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and we've seen some big plays from the offense, both resulting in large runs and touchdowns scored. I mean, hopefully our offense can pull out another one of those big plays and get us up to 21.
Snap to Pearson. Pearson on the first down. In the pocket. Passes it deep. Incomplete. Finds the intended receiver.
I believe it was Hayden Turney.
Yeah, finds the intended receiver. Turney is not able to get it to him.
Yeah, and I guess that was one of those situations where you're on the run with a potential sack. I mean, you just got to get rid of the ball before the defense can get to you.
Third down and 3 yards to go. Pearson fakes it. Pass. Caught. Jones. Tackle.
Good job of Jones by staying in bounds. He was nearly forced out of bounds, but is able to turn around and get a few more yards.
First down for the Spartans. First and 10 now. 10:53 to play as we're getting closer and closer to the end zone.
And it's a good throw by Pearson and a good catch by the homecoming king.
Pearson hands off to Seifert. Seifert out wide. Big hit there by the Simon Kenton defense.
Good job by the edge of the Pioneers, able to force Seifert to go more wide than upfield. And they've done a good job all game of containing the outside run just as much as the inside run.
And a great way to finish it off with a hit by Blyer. Snap to Pearson. Pearson looking for a pass. Gets to Lynch. Lynch falls back at the 32-yard line. Or at the 28-yard line. Forgot field switch. Forgot side to the field switch for a second. So we are third down now for the Spartans.
Be third and long. Hopefully, Spartans can get another big conversion like they have been doing this drive.
Third and long, like you said. Snap to Pearson. Pearson in the pocket. Breaks free. Passes it. Just dropped, I believe.
It looked like it went through the hands of Lynch. Almost had a hand on it, but
it was a great find.
Right
he gets
through,
the intended receiver Lynch, but just sadly it's incomplete.
Yeah, and he was able to put that ball right between a few defenders. It was a risky throw, but it almost was successful. Looks like they'll go for it on fourth down.
Let's look for the conversion on fourth down for a first down. Fourth and long. Pearson passes it deep. Caught by the board. First down, Spartans.
The board just continues to add to his reception list, and he's doing a great job of getting open and getting a break for the offense, converting on fourth down once again on this drive.
Much needed play there by the Spartans.
Indeed.
On the fourth down, has to swing a little bit of energy their way.
Some energy into the board, maybe make
Snap
another
to
big
Pearson.
play.
Hand off Buchanan. Buchanan's brought back behind the line of scrimmage.
And he might be down. No, that looks like Seifert. As the trainer will route to him, it looks like both teams will go back into their huddle as Seifert is tended to on the field.
We'll see here in a minute what's wrong with Seifert. After a quick word from our sponsor, 56-14, Spartans down.
You will find the answer to your every flooring need at Foles Flooring at 301 Beach Street in Connorsville. Yes, Foles Flooring has a large selection of carpet and tile, also vinyl and laminates, luxury vinyl tiles, and hardwoods. You will receive a free estimate on your choice of flooring plus expert installation. Their friendly staff will help you through the entire process. Foles Flooring also provides bathroom upgrades, remodeling, and custom shower systems at 301 Beach Street, Connorsville. 765-692-0800 is the phone number.
And we're back. The Spartans are down 56-14, 7:34 to play. Seifert's still being tended to.
Yeah, I mean, so far in this game, we haven't seen any injuries, and we've been very grateful for that. But unfortunately, here in the fourth quarter, Seifert is down. I mean, we can hope the best for him and hope it's nothing major. But, I mean, he's been down for quite a while, so
you got to think with him being down for this long, it's definitely not a cramp.
Yeah, that's a little eerie as Spartan sideline will take a knee. And, yeah, like you said, he's been down for quite a while, so doesn't exactly seem good.
Yeah, it eliminates a couple of possibilities. Looks like they're getting ready to help him up as they're going to tape. Well, they brought out the tape for a second, so we'll see what they do here.
Yeah, once again, we just hope for the best and hope he's okay as he begins to sit up, not stand up quite yet, but yeah, we'll just see.
It looks like they're getting ready to help Seifert up. Seifert's able to get up now. He's a senior for the Spartans. Looks like it's something with his rib almost, or he's holding over on his left side or right side of his body.
Yeah, that is a big hit for the Spartans as he is a key player in their offense. Yeah, just once again, hope for the best with him, and hopefully it's nothing too severe.
Well, he could be out for the game, it looks like. As McCannon's now the running back for the Spartans. As Pearson in the pocket passes it. No good. Gets the intended receiver. Just Lynch just not able to get there quite in time.
Yeah, I mean, if he would have had that one, it looked like he would have been brought down immediately as he had a defender right on him. And once again, this quarter has also flown by already, coming down to the 7-minute mark.
Pearson in the pocket. Breaks free. They're going to pass it. Gets to Jones. Touchdown, Spartans.
And Jones was, once again, wide open. That was a great find by Pearson, coming off of pressure from the defense. And he was able to result that in a touchdown. Great job by both of them.
Great find there by Pearson, like you said. Brings the Spartans within 36 now.
And the homecoming king records a touchdown for the game. What a night for him.
What a night indeed. Shaw is good on the PAT. 21-56. Spartans down by 35. I'm Nathan Shaw. This is Lucas Barron. 6:04 left to play. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. As the Spartans on the kickoff for the third time, for the fourth time this night. Shaw will take the kick. He kicks it deep. Caught by Williams. Williams returns it. Second to break free. Staying on his feet. He falls out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Another great return by Simon Kenton. Shaw placing the ball another time short of the 10-yard line, but able to return it to about the mid-30-yard line. Can't exactly tell where the ball is placed right now. I guess 35-yard line. Looks like Simon Kenton will take a timeout here.
Simon Kenton takes a timeout, like you said. As the Spartans are down 35, the clock will be stopped at 4:27. As this quarter has flown by.
It really
We're
has.
nearing the end of the game. We're nearing the end of homecoming night. Well, tomorrow's homecoming night. Homecoming Eve, I should say.
Yeah, I guess that's the best way you can put it.
Homecoming Eve.
Homecoming Eve.
It's like Christmas.
Add more
But minus
holiday
the
theme.
presents.
Oh, add more holiday theme to it.
Yeah, Christmas minus the presents and minus the jolly. A lot of stress for a lot of these people.
Yeah.
It's Crone. Sorry, that would be McDonald. He gets his pass complete to Steinman. McDonald again. Blyer. running with it. Able to break free a little bit more. Oh, just stumbles out of bounds.
He continues to just power through the defense. Oh.
So he's showing off the big body strength there as he's able to plow through the defense.
Yeah, and he had no regard for anybody on the defense. Just
no regard.
plowing
No
his way
regard
through.
for mankind on that play.
Really?
As that's Blyer on the play, on the run. This will be a first down for the Simon Kenton Pioneers.
Well, somebody from our side laid on the floor on the ground over there for like an extra 2 seconds. And that's
Donald fakes it, runs to the middle, gets past Buchanan as he's running out wide. Slips and slides at the 20-yard line. There's McDonald making a great run, great gain. First down for the Simon Kenton Pioneers.
And he's doing a great job of, once again, proving himself as a second stringer. I mean, he shows promise. As I believe you said a sophomore he is.
Sophomore, yes.
Yeah, it shows great promise for him for the future of the
Crone is a
program.
junior, so he has about, well, unless if he steps up next year, is able to get that spot over Crone. We'll see where it goes.
That'll be interesting for them, I'm sure.
There's McDonald. Off the snap. Hands off to Rice. Rice jumps up, brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Like he tried to jump through the defense, but they caught him midair and brought him down.
That was almost a video game type play there if he would have been able to jump over him.
Yeah.
Pressing the Y button on the sticks.
You don't see that attempt too often.
No, it's very, very risky, honestly.
Yeah.
Very risky. Could end in an injury, could end in the wrong foot landed on or wrong spot landed on, and luckily he's okay. But
Yeah, like luckily no injuries.
McDonald off the snap. McDonald fakes it, runs to the middle, falls again, just short of a first down, about 5 yards away now.
Yeah, I guess he tried to make a move on the defender. Didn't exactly result how I wanted to. Just stumbled a little bit short. As we're under 2 minutes now in the fourth quarter. As the clock will continue to run down, and it looks like there'll be a little. Just Simon Kenton will take their time.
McDonald off the snap. Hands off to Blyer. Blyer runs to the middle. Blyer plowing through. Looks like that may just be short of a first down, possibly.
Yeah, it looks like even though there's only less than a minute and a half to play and they're up by 36, they just continue to look to score.
For a team that's 0-4, you can see why they're making these type of plays as they need to. Rice gets brought down. Minute left.
And I'm sure they'll enjoy this long bus ride home after picking up their first win of the season. It'll give them a reason to enjoy their bus ride back to Kentucky.
Yeah, 2 hour and 30-minute bus ride. That's a long time to go.
Yeah, I mean, that's hard to sit on a bus for that long. I guess our bus ride to basketball regionals in Washington, Indiana was around 3 hours.
Bus ride. Yeah, that had to be painful.
That was very painful, especially on a small bus that we were on.
As we're nearing the end of the game, 14 seconds to play. It looks like Simon Kenton will come away with the win, 56-20. Simon Kenton wins by 36. As Simon Kenton gets their first win of the season, they are now 1-4. As the Spartans are 1-5. This brings the Spartans back to the losing column and brings the Simon Kenton Pioneers to the winning column. Sports action for this weekend. Well, we'll hear more about the sports action right after this short break.
Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, gives you the very best deals in tires. Don's has all major brands available in stock and in all price ranges. You can rely on Don's Auto Sales and Tires, in business for over 40 years. And Don's Auto Sales has a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles in prices ranging from $1,000 to $30,000. Need new tires or a quality vehicle? Available from Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, Connorsville. The phone number is 825-7730.
And we're back in as Simon Kenton wins 56-20. Sports action for this week is boys tennis EIAC finals at Greensburg at 9 a.m. Co-ed cross country EIAC conference meet at Batesville 9:30 a.m. Varsity and JV boys soccer at home tomorrow versus New Palestine at 10 a.m. JV and varsity volleyball versus South Dearborn at home at 11 a.m. I'm Nathan Shaw. This is Lucas Barron. What a great game from the Spartans, but just falls short. And we'll be right back next in 2 weeks on October 8th at the next home game. Once again, I'm Nathan Shaw. This has been Lucas Barron. Thank you guys for tuning in to TV3, and good night.